It is my B-Day, so I'm gonna paint a happy little B-Day dragon, 'cause that sounded fun, and so that's what I'm gonna do, 'cause it's my B-Day, and I can do what I want. Just getting everything up and running. Make sure I'm able to see everything. Alrighty. Happy birthday, thank you. Yes, it's a very happy birthday dragon. Got my little sketch in. I actually did a little 3D sculpt of this guy in preparation just 'cause I wanted to. And it sounded fun, and so that's what I did. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Right, so I've got like the general outline already in here. What's everyone up to today? I slept in a little bit because that's what I wanted to do, and then working on this, and then later we're going out to eat. And then tonight we're going to be playing some video games with the family. Oh yeah, and going to the Guitar Center and get myself a new strap for my bass. Because I'm playing bass guitar for the first time this weekend at my church. Pretty excited. And I hope I don't miss all the notes. Because that happens sometimes, you know? It's just how it goes sometimes. Just doing like a very loose block in so I can get the lighting generally in the right places. I have to do that part afterwards. It's one of his horns, there's another. I want some spikes to come off his back. Like that. He's a very happy guy. And I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush that soaks up a lot of water. And soak up some water. I'm just using acrylics right now. And I'm gonna go in here and start to kind of chisel away where some of this highlight is going to be. Like this, and then we can go in with a little towel and just start wiping it away. here. Actually have quite a bit of highlight on the forehead as well. With our little towel, just wipe some of that away. Back here. And you can do this with just the actual color of paint, but this is just a good way to start out the painting and just kind of set ourselves up for success later on. It's just a method I like to use. Get some of these little spikes. Happy birthday. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. And thank you, Artist Wants to Battle. Appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Old Sir Goose. Appreciate ya. I decided for my birthday I just wanted to do the stuff that I enjoy. And so I am painting. Because that sounded fun. Thank you, Vanya. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. What can you say about those showing off stolen painting prints? Oh, I've said plenty. I have said plenty. To summarize, it's annoying, and I hate that they're getting more traction than me, but there's really not much I can do about it, and so I just can't sit here and keep stressing myself out about it. So that is about all I can say about it. Because I have spent lots of time stressing myself out about it. Alright. Looks pretty good. Just trying to bring out some of the highlights and some of the shadows. Just in the early stages. Paint his tongue in there. No stress allowed on your birthday. That's right. Love the background music. Tracks always slaps for the ambience. I agree. I also have so many questions. I hope you don't mind me asking. Yeah, please ask. I'm always happy to answer questions as long as it's something I know something about. That is one of the reasons I like to stream, just because I like to be able to help people out and answer questions. Please ask away. Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Draw American Dragon Jake Long. Well, he has the same last name as me, but I'm not so much into the cartoony vibes, personally. And What kind of paint do I use for colors, like oil or acrylic? I use oils for my colors most of the time. I'm using acrylic right now to just kind of lay my base for the whole piece. Just because they're a lot faster and they're super cheap. So that's what I like to use. And then I switch to oils halfway through. Get the rest of the details. Good, thank you. Here's my little birthday dragon. Paint my birthday dragon for my birthday. How long do you wait before you paint over them? I have difficulty starting painting because I accidentally always paint and ruin the color. So I just until the acrylic is dry, which acrylic's dry like almost immediately. Like this is already dry up here. I just painted that and it's already dry. So yep, doesn't take a whole lot. Acrylics dry very, very fast. Guess I don't need this brush. Get some background going on in here. Something for that highlight to stand out against. Just need to get my canvas on the outside of my easel so that I can get all up on the edges here. I'm just using burnt umber, or yeah, burnt sienna. It's more of a red, like a red-brown color. I'm just gonna go all around the background. Just get some color in here. So we need something for the highlight to stand out against. We'll end up putting some nice gradients in here too. Just want to get that loosely brushed in. Just leave the highest highlights. I was told not to paint over it for too many times and make so many mistakes. It kind of was taught me from painting. Nah, just paint. You can paint over paint whatever, however many times you want. Now, if you're using oils, it's going to be a little difficult to paint a whole lot of layers because you're just going to end up smudging. But what's up, Krista? Thank you, thank you. I know, especially if you're just starting out with acrylics or whatever, just paint what you want to paint. Don't stress about it. Just experiment. Do lots of experimenting. Figure out what works for you. How young are you now? I'm turning 29 today. Today I turned 29. It's my 29th birthday. Alright, now that I've got the burnt sienna underpainting in, I'm gonna go in with some Payne's Gray, my favorite dark color. We're gonna start knocking some highlights in. Hey, leave it. As long as my puppy doesn't try and eat all my stuff. Keep forgetting I got this thing. Happy birthday, man. First saw your paintings on Instagram. They're nothing short of gorgeous. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Robin, thank you for the 99 stars. Appreciate you. You're the best. Robin is the best. I just finished wrapping up her Xeno Queen yesterday. Anything after 21 all feels the same. I agree. Happy birthday, man. Amazing work. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we're just gonna mix this Payne's Gray with some of that burnt sienna. We don't want to go like all the way dark black with it. I'm scared to get old. Eh. Eh. Not worth stressing about. Everybody gets old. Everybody gets old sometime. Do you paint every day or do you have a specific schedule? Maybe whenever you feel like painting? It's whenever I feel like painting. Very much so whenever I feel like painting. I can't stick to a schedule to save my life with anything. It's not like I'm old yet anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just making the most of the time I got. So all we have to do is decide what to do with the time that's been given to us. My favorite Tolkien quote. Just going in here with some darker paint. Shaping him up a little bit more. Just mixing the Payne's Gray with the burnt sienna. What's this painting based off of? This is based off of how I'm feeling today. Easiest answer. Because it's my birthday. And this guy is just a happy dragon because it's his birthday. He's got a little birthday hat on. On a dragon, exactly. It's based on a dragon. Happy birthday, thank you. Love how you just did that. Yeah. A professor told me he paints with watercolor every morning before work, so he practices colors and painting. I was inspired, but then I went through law and only tried for a week. I should start. Yeah, it's you know, happy birthday. Where's the face cam? Yeah, y'all don't need to see my face. Can only fit so much on the screen. Oh yeah, painting every day. I've tried it. I did it for about a month once, and I burnt out. I burnt out real quick after about a month. Dragon celebrating a birthday for a moment. I thought it was gonna be some kind of horn or something. No, he's wearing a birthday hat 'cause he's a birthday dragon. And if anybody is interested, I am teaching a live painting class. Why do I keep putting this over here? I am teaching a live painting class tomorrow, like a more organized painting class. Rather than just me kind of doing my thing, it's going to be more like tutorial focused. So if anyone's interested in that, that's going to be hosted on my Patreon. If anybody's interested in supporting me and learning how to paint from me. I'm trying to plug my Patreon as much as I can. It's really hard. Is it going to be live? Yes. Yes, the Patreon live stream is going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. Would love to one day, but I'm broke right now. It's okay. That's why I do these. I don't think knowledge should be I don't think knowledge in general should cost money. And I'm always happy to share free knowledge and free advice anytime I can. But I also got to pay my bills, and if anyone is interested in supporting me that way and learning from me, then I think that's cool. Do I have that bright acrylic paint? I don't know if I want to use white. I have some white right there. OMG, I follow you on Facebook. What's up? Love that username. Your username is Second Breakfast. What about Second Breakfast? I painted a picture of Pippin saying that, and then I gave it to Billy Boyd in person. It was great. Is there ever a moment when where you paint a section and you look at it and you're like, shoot, I wish I didn't do that? Yeah. And the easiest thing to do, thankfully, it's very simple. Just paint back over it. These live sessions really been a big help motivating me to paint lately. Good. I'm glad. What got you into painting and how old were you when you started? Um, I've always been an artist. I've never not been an artist. Um, so like my mom definitely motivated me a lot when I was younger because she was an artist all growing up, and so she was just like, all right, today for homeschooling, we're gonna do some art. So we did art. And then I didn't really start painting until I was in late high school, though. Can't wait to see what they'll look like. The fangs at the end. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. He's just got little teeth. He doesn't have anything crazy going on. I'm just gonna put some white up here just to help us block out where these highlights are gonna go. He's got these spikes going all up his head here and here. And picture it was awesome. Let's see, be awesome experience. Always wanted to meet at least one of them. Yeah, they're awesome. Not finished yet, but I already love it. Me too. Yeah, I've gotten to meet all of the hobbits. Got to meet Gimli. Got to meet Eowyn. Got to meet the Witch King of Angmar. Yeah, they're all super cool peeps. And then next month, I'm going to AwesomeCon, and Orlando Bloom and Liv Tyler will be there. And I am super, super excited. I'm gonna think about buying the photo op with them. It's just super expensive. I really want to do the photo op so I can give both of them some artwork in person. But it's like $500. So haven't decided what I'm doing about that yet. What made you start in high school then? I took like an intro to painting class. Can't say I really learned a whole lot from it, but it did get me in front of the easel. And I'll always be grateful for that. Going to any cons this year? I'm going to 25 cons this year. On my Instagram page, check out my highlights. My first highlight on Instagram is all the conventions that I'll be going to this year. Let's just highlight some of the tips of some of these, like the sunlight's just hitting them. You can paint something with her in it and have her sign it. Yeah, I already have something with her in it. I have the painting of Aragorn and Arwen kissing on the bridge. Any on the East Coast? Yeah, I'll be at AwesomeCon. And then I won't personally be there, but my art will be at Fan Expo Philadelphia. I've got a guy, some fun little announcement, I guess. But I've got a friend in Pennsylvania that I trust, and he's a good salesman. And I'm gonna send him a bunch of stuff, a bunch of art prints and whatnot. And he's gonna start selling artwork for me over on the East Coast. So I'll be at the first one. I'll be at AwesomeCon, and then he'll be doing most of the others, so that I can focus on Midwest shows, and then any that I need to fly, across the country to the West Coast for. But then my little sister and her husband will be running a couple of shows up north, because they live in Michigan. So they'll be running some Michigan shows. Can I get a shout out? What do you want a shout out for? What do you do? Gotta tell me a bit about yourself before I give you a shout out. Can't just shout out someone I don't know anything about. You exist. Alright, well, if you got some like cool art to show or something like that, then send it to me. I'll check it out, but I'm not just gonna shout anyone out if I don't know you. You go have an awesome birthday, fun time painting. Thanks for the answers. My pleasure. Anytime. Gonna go in here with some Payne's Gray and blue. Try and start some of these like backlit looking shapes. Maybe a bit more Payne's Gray. Not Payne's Gray, burnt sienna. I don't know why I said Payne's Gray. Is it a birthday party hat or a horn? Yeah. Did you start painting using burnt sienna? Yeah, just burnt sienna. And then I'm adding some Payne's Gray onto it, and then I added some like white paint over here, and then I'm going back in with some like burnt sienna and blue. Just try and knock in these shadows, but yeah, just starting with like an all burnt sienna underpainting is super helpful. Just gonna kind of glaze over all of that, get some of this darker color in there. Am I on the spectrum? Interesting question. What an odd thing to say out loud to a random streamer. Not that I know of. I have ADHD, but never been just asked that before. That's interesting. I've thought it before plenty of times, but I've never just been asked while I'm streaming. Interesting. Is that a yes? I'll take it as a yes. I mean, you can take whatever you want as whatever you want, but I have not been diagnosed as being on the spectrum. No. What kind of question is that even? I don't know. Happy birthday. Thank you, Brittany. I just blocked the person. They were just asking a lot of questions, just trying to get a rise. I'm like, yep, I don't feel like being harassed during my stream. Not on my birthday. Sure. Any other day I can handle some minor harassment, but I don't have to be harassed if I don't want to be. This is my stream. It's my birthday. Why are they so obsessed with knowing if I'm on the spectrum? They were just trying to get a reaction out of me. They just felt some sort of dopamine hit by getting me to say stuff that they wanted me to say. That's just how people are. That's just how they be. He's fine. They can be that way. Somewhere else. Strange people try to get attention, I guess. Yeah, they just want attention. That's fine. They can go get their attention somewhere else. Doesn't have to be in my stream. Happy birthday. Thank you, Kaylee. Much appreciated. Hopefully I don't overdo it with questions and comments. No, I've never no, it I am always fishing for people to just comment. I just want interaction on my stream. Like any streamer who's streaming usually just wants people to comment on their posts. And like yeah, I just don't want to be harassed. Like that person was clearly just trying to heckle me. So I gave him the boot. But I've never been offended by anyone who's here. I've never been offended by your questions or comments. I want people to ask me questions because I want to interact. That's why I stream. If I just wanted to sit in silence, I would just paint by myself. I'd upload YouTube videos only. But I like hanging out with you guys, and so I go live. Hi y'all, how's it going, Mark? Good to see ya. Happy birthday. Thank you, Lucent. It's my birthday, and I'm painting a happy birthday dragon. Let's see, there's not actually much highlight here. These are going to be a bit blended out. Just going for the overall values. He's not real. He's not a real artist. The entire stream is AI generated. Yep, you got me. Caught me red-handed. This is actually just one of those streams where they just play a replay of someone else's content. Happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate ya. If anyone would like to sub to my Patreon, that'd be dope. Trying to get some more people in my Patreon live stream tomorrow. I'm doing a Patreon only live lesson where I just teach you very systematically, step by step, how to paint a whole piece from start to finish. If that sounds like something anyone would be interested in, all those links are in my bio on all my platforms. As a birthday gift, I'd like to create a digital image for you. You have fun with that if that is what your heart desires. Let's see, where is this shadow? I think I want to darken up the background a little bit too. Give it a little bit more of a vignette feel. So I have something for this light to bounce off of. And I'm gonna need several layers of shadow back here before this starts to look like anything, but we'll get there. It's all about getting the contrast right. You're gonna do it the background, just keep it one color. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a gradient. I'm not gonna go super crazy with the background though. I'm not gonna go super crazy with this whole piece actually. I only have an hour left to finish it, so. This is a just for fun piece. And if it ends up looking amazing, then maybe I'll make like canvas prints of it and people can get it for their friends for their birthdays. And it can be the birthday gift painting. But I don't have very many plans for this one. This is something I wanted to do today for my birthday. Just darken it up a little bit. Some more Payne's gray in here. A little touch of blue. It's already cute. You should definitely make prints of it. Thank you. I might, if enough people are vibing with it. You put it on sale. That's what I want for my 30th birthday this year. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'll sell the original or not. I've been having a big internal debate the last couple of days. My issue is that I haven't really been selling originals very much lately. And I know it's because I have really nice prints and my originals are expensive. And I know my originals are expensive, but the problem is that when I paint a really nice original and it ends up doing really well. Oh, thank you for the gift, Lucent, and thank you for the follow smiles. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I make an original and I end up making prints and the prints end up doing really well. And when I'm talking really well, I'm talking really, really well. Like some of my prints have been doing very, very well. Like upwards of hundreds to thousands of sales for a few of my prints. Now, most of my originals go for, 1500 bucks, 2000, sometimes 3000. If it's a custom commission, it's going to be more in the 3 to 4000 range, which again, I know is expensive. I am well aware that is much more money than a lot of people have, but I don't paint that often and I paint fairly slow, especially when it's a commission, and so and here's the other thing. Back to my prints doing well, when my prints do well, they do very, very well. So if I go to a show, and here's just some transparency for you guys. If I go to a show, convention, and it's a really big convention, my average gross income, not my net, but my average gross income is often over $10,000. It's often just think about that for a second. And I'm not trying to brag. This is just I'm trying to explain why my originals can cost so much. So, like I said, my prints can do very, very, very well. And I can bring in over $10,000 in gross for a convention. There's some conventions where I can net over $10,000. And again, I'm just saying this to be transparent. I'm not trying to brag. But this is just the reality of it is that I can net, you know, tens of thousands of dollars on my prints by going to Comic-Con and by selling them on Etsy. So if my prints, let's use one of my best ones for example. Fall of Boromir. My Fall of Boromir painting is one of those paintings that does very, very well. And when I say very, very well, I mean very, very well. Just on Etsy, not including, again, this is just for transparency. I am not trying to brag to anyone. Just for transparency, on Etsy alone, that print has made me over $25,000. 25K. So, you wanna know what I sold the original for? Back in the day when I painted that piece? I sold the original painting of Fall of Boromir for $350. $350. The print has made me 25 grand. So, just with that in mind, selling an original for less than several $1,000s at least feels kinda silly to me. feels kind of silly when I know that I can make 10 to 20 to 30 times that by selling the prints. So part of me is like, well, if I had known that my Fall of Boromir painting was going to do so well when I first posted it, I would not have sold it for what I sold it for. I would have sold it for much, much more, or I would have held on to it. So I think going forward, I would like to start holding on to my originals for a little while. I'd like to hold on to my originals for a while just because I never know when something is going to pop off like that. Because I've had several paintings pop off like that after I've already sold the originals. And I'm like, man, if I'd known this was going to be such a hit, I would have sold the original for so much more. And then I see all these people that are like working in or putting their art in galleries and whatnot, and they have this huge, huge portfolio of beautiful artwork. Like they'll go and do a gallery show and they'll have like 20 or 30 pieces of artwork up on display in the gallery. I usually don't have more than 10 to 15 paintings in my inventory in total of original paintings. So that got me to thinking like, okay, well, maybe I should just start holding on to my originals. If I'm making plenty on the prints, I think I should just start holding on to the originals. And then maybe someday, if my trajectories keep going the way they're going, maybe someday I can sell the original but get what I actually feel like it's worth. So that's kind of my headspace right now, what I'm thinking. So I think I'm just gonna just keep my originals for a little while. All right, let's switch to some color. Let's start painting some color in here. Switch from acrylics to oils. I have about 45 minutes-ish. 50 minutes. It's a good plan. Yeah, I think so too. 'Cause I had a friend who was telling me like, dude, just list your originals, but at obscene prices. 'Cause if you can make 25K on a print, then sell the original for 15,000. And I'm like, I don't have those clients. I have all the little clients that buy the $40 prints. Got plenty of those. But I don't have those big whale clients. I have a handful of people who are very generous and who do buy a lot of my originals, but not quite there. But I am. Happy birthday, thank you. But I am working my way up. And I am consistently raising my prices. And it's consistently going up. And so I think if I just hold on to those originals until, especially like really good ones, until my prices can reflect what I want for them, what I think they're worth, then that sounds cool. Okay, I need a flat brush that is not covered in water. Do I have any flat brushes that are not covered in water? Most of my flat brushes are very wet because I've been using them for... use this one. How's it going? I have been enjoying doing those little auctions just for like little pieces. Just usually like 1-day projects, but I don't think I want to auction one of my like, 2-month projects or something like that because the auctions usually don't go above a couple hundred. So I think I'm just gonna start holding on to my originals, especially my really big fancy ones. And then eventually if I decide to sell them, I can do that. And if I don't, then I can do that and it'll all be good. see, it's just like a rose color. I don't know if I want the rose. I want it to be like super oversaturated. Reaching. There we go. Bright red. Bright red. Get some of this bright red up in here. We are switching to oil paints. Don't forget about us little guys when you're a big time famous artist. Hey, I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. Nobody's a little guy. We're all just doing our thing. We're all just making our way in our own art journeys, and even if you don't paint, if you just appreciate other people's art, we couldn't do it without you. So, all right, let's give him here a red tongue. Start glazing some of this red acrylic paint over here. Yeah, looks good. I will need some orange. Do I have orange down here? Yes. I brought a lot of my paints upstairs because I have another little easel set up there. So I kind of split my paints up between my upstairs spot and my downstairs spot. Need some blue. Need some blue. So I can get some purple vibes going on. Mix this blue and the red. I don't know if I'll put any like actual blue on here, but I do want a nice dark purple color. Yeah, that looks good. Just getting this nice dark purple color going here. Just gonna kind of glaze over this. Give it some color, give it some pop. Because we did that underpainting, all this is gonna show up nice and bright. Bit more orange for this one. Thin it down a little bit, maybe with some yellow. Do I have my Naples yellow down here? Thought I had 2 tubes of Naples yellow, but I think I left that upstairs. Bummer. That's okay. I can just mix yellow and white. I know how to color mix. Do I have white down here is the question. Man, I just brought everything upstairs. That sucks. I don't want to have to go upstairs and look for stuff. Happy birthday from the Netherlands. Happy painting. Great, lovely weekend to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Would you mind running upstairs and grabbing my white and my yellow. My white and my Naples yellow is just sitting on the little desk up there. It would be much appreciated. Shannon's gonna help me out. Probably shouldn't actually put oil paint up there. That's not what I need. Let's grab our smaller brush again. Start splashing around some highlights with the smaller brush. Just like these up here. Need to be much brighter. That's gonna make a lot of detail. Yeah, go Shannon. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. Did you find it? Woo! Thank you. Now I can get these nice bright highlights with the right colors. Ooh, new color I've never used either. It's just another orange, but it's like a really bright oversaturated. It's just cadmium yellow hue. Let's try this. This is gonna look nice. Just put it right next to my other orange. Picked this up at the art store the other day. The used art supply store. Artist wants to battle says hi Shannon. She says hi. Alright, now that I have that, well, let's get some yellow as well. I didn't get any yellow. Just want to brighten this up. You know what's super cool? Is I made this reference myself. I made the reference that I'm using all on my own, just by 3D sculpting. And I am so proud of it. So I just used my iPad and Nomad Sculpt and just kind of brushed around until I got a cool dragon character going on. Okay, that yellow is way too green. We need to add some red to it. Just tone it down a little bit. Make it more of a orangey pink peachy color. Alright, here we go. Nice. Yeah, that new orange color is really nice. Yeah, I was able to make this dragon in digital 3D like I did for my Xenomorph. I don't know if you guys, that post didn't really get anywhere, but Savannah says that's beautiful. Thank you. He's a birthday dragon. Because it's my birthday. Yeah, my Xenomorph, my post that didn't do too well. My Xenomorph was all just made in Blender sculpting. And I was super proud of it, and I had a lot of fun making it, and I was like, I want to make a dragon. And so I did. And I wanted to paint it, and so now I'm painting it. Because it's my birthday, and I can do what I want. Happy birthday from Germany. Thank you. Give some a little bit of highlight there. A little bit on the bottom jaw where some light would be coming through. Noise. A bit of spiky texture coming off here. And here. Tone down this orange a little bit. See, the process is always cool. Thank you. Just make him into a birthday card. That could be kind of fun. It's not a bad idea. I do think this would be a fun painting that people could like get people for their birthday gifts and whatnot. I think that could be kind of cool. Yeah, doesn't look like much right now. We'll get there. Just need to add the shadows back in. That would be a dope birthday card. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I do not dislike the idea. Oh, that's water. I just dunked my oil paintbrush in water. That's not gonna do anything. Get the paint thinner out. Just put these brushes down here. So don't need those up in my space. But this is very helpful to have up in my space. Just my little brush tank, and I've got a little spot on the easel for a little cup. I can clean my brushes and get right back to it without having to reach across anything. Okay, back to the highlight color. Just a nice like orangey yellow bright color. Just where the tongue is having some light hit it really hard. It was cool. Immaculate talent, brother. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Much appreciated. As much as I would love to, I don't know if I'll actually be able to finish this before I have to go. This might be a tomorrow finish thing. Okay, looking really cool though. Okay, let's give him some colors on his little birthday hat. And some like blue and green or something. Make it actually look like a birthday hat. Happy birthday. Looks like I always arrive late to your streams. It's okay, Peter. I'm just glad you're here. Excited to get started on that piece. Figured that for my birthday, I wanted to paint something kind of goofy and just fun for me. Just silly. So good, so cute. Love the hat. Yes, I love the little hat. I might work on that a little bit more. But I just wanted to get some color on it so it stopped looking like just a horn. Okay, let's get some of these shadows back in here. What else you getting into for your birthday? Some Lord of the Rings binge watching? No, gonna go to a Mongolian grill, go out for a nice lunch, and then we're gonna go to Guitar Center after that, and get myself a new strap for my bass, because I'm playing bass for the first time this weekend at my church. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it just means that I actually need to get a strap. But I also just like going to Guitar Center. And then after we get my strap, we'll come home and I'm probably going to play some video games. We've been playing Avowed. It's really fun. I know it has very mixed reviews online, but those guys can suck it because I'm having fun. And if they want to be Debbie Downers on a game that I feel like is genuinely fun, then they can have fun being Debbie Downers, being haters, because I'm having fun with it. Let's get some little spikes going on this guy's nose. So we have all this highlight up there. Now we just need more shadows. And shadows are gonna make this really pop. So we got highlights all over. But yeah, after I play some video games, this evening we're thinking about going over to Shannon's parents' house and playing some Ultimate Chicken Horse, which is just a really goofy, like fun party game that a group of people can play together. So that is my birthday plans. And it is going to be a great time. Yeah, all those shadows already are looking so good. Let's make a nice dark color for his nostrils and eyes. Just a little eye slit because he's looking all, like his eyes are closed. He's just looking all happy. So we'll just get up in here. Get even darker. Can look like he's just having the time of his life. Because it's his birthday. It's his birthday because he's wearing a hat. Well, no, it's his birthday. That'll be his tongue. It's just a placeholder. See the reference? Just got his tongue in there. Yeah, I just haven't finished the mouth. I need to darken all this up underneath, and then I need to darken behind it. Glad you have fun birthday plans. Yeah, we try to be pretty chill about our birthdays for the most part, but we always do something fun. Fun for us anyway. Which sometimes that is just chilling. Love how happy he looks. Yeah, he's a very happy guy. Get the bottom part of his upper jaw. Some shadow in there. And then also in here, it needs to be darker. Add some magenta to that. Yeah, that'll be good. There we go. Looks better. Let's work on the bottom part of his jaw. Add a little bit of orange to that dark color, which is just going to make a nice, like, dark brown. We need to get this stuff down here painted in. There we go. Just want it to look like some lights just kind of bouncing off of his tongue there. Some more orange. There we go. His tongue is a bit too bright in that highlight spot. Need it more red. Yeah, looks good. Let's grab some burnt sienna. Unless I decide to change the background. Happy birthday, dude. Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you. Sometimes to get the thing to look right, you gotta change what's behind it. And in that case, it was too bright behind the thing. So by darkening up behind it, it made the tongue stand out a little bit more. And now it looks much, much better. So you gotta have contrast if you want anything to look bright. Contrast is what makes things look bright and dark. Just getting those values right with the contrast. It's kind of like when you're playing with sliders in Photoshop or something. You can adjust the exposure and you can adjust the saturation, but you can also adjust the brightness and contrast and all those fun little things in there that will just make the painting really pop. And that is what we want here, is we want this to just really pop. Look bright, bright, bright. A couple little bumps for some horns like in between. That. I like it. I like it. A little bit of yellow in there. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that brightened it up a lot. Gotta get going. Have fun hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Thanks for chilling. Appreciate you. I think this guy is definitely gonna need another another sitting. I don't think I'm finishing him in one sitting. I just don't see it happening. And that's okay. Doesn't have to happen. There we go. Just working on this chest area a little bit. Can look a bit more interesting. darker red. Might be getting a bit too busy down there. Looks almost a little bit crowded. Make a nice dark color. More red. Touch of blue. Be a little burnt sienna. This color's just not looking like how I want it to look. I need it darker. Color mixing is fun. Happy birthday. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate you. That already looks a little better. I just need to skinny up the neck a little bit. The neck is just way too big. He's way too big. He's looking kind of chubby. Kind of chub wubbers. If I have any Phthalo blue with me down here, that would be super dope. Do I have any Phthalo blue? There's lamp black, ivory black. Don't really want to. I mean, maybe ivory black. Ivory black and some Payne's gray, maybe. Pleasantly plump. Yeah. How many hours do you have in this painting? An hour and 28 minutes total. I paint very fast. I also have a reference that I'm working off of, which is a reference that I made in Nomad Sculpt. So I sculpted a dragon and I was like, he's beautiful, I want to paint him. And then using that as my reference. Okay, let's try this again from about up here, see about down here. Let's just turn this into a background. Blend it out a little bit. There we go. So fast, yeah. Your Lord of the Rings art is amazing. Thank you. And hello, Spook. How's it going? Just darken up this background a little bit too. Yeah, that's looking a little better. I might change this up too, just to get the angle a bit better. Okay, let's go in with slightly brighter color, some orange, some red, a bit Naples yellow, a bit more orange. Just mixing up a nice color for up in here and up here. Get this neck to be the right shape. That is the fun part about oil paints, is you can just go in and change whatever you want. I want to do the same with the top up here. Make it have that like glowy effect. Absolutely love the Lord of the Rings paintings you do. Hope to own one soon. Worth every penny. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. I like my Lord of the Rings stuff too. That looks cool. Love your work. Thank you. I love my work too. Nice dark red color. Blend it into that orange. Just getting the overall composition to flow a bit better. I just have a few minutes left that I can work on this. And then it's birthday lunch time. Go to Mongolian Grill. I'm excited. Do I like Bob Ross? Oh yeah. He taught me a lot. Of course I like Bob Ross. I also like painting dragons. Ross paints happy trees, Aaron Long paints happy dragons. I do paint happy dragons, don't I? I usually don't do a whole lot of like up close dragons. Most of my dragons are like flying off in the distance, you know? But for today, I wanted to actually paint a happy little dragon. Just living his best life. He's just excited that it's his birthday. It's a birthday dragon. Mm-hmm. Looking so good. Nice brown color. Your birthday was yesterday? Nice. Happy late birthday. Hope you have his mood today. I do, so far. It's a good day so far. Just hanging out. About to go get food with the fam. I'll go get some food. I'll play some video games. It'll be a good time. Spending the morning painting. Sculpted for like an hour or two, and then I'm painting my sculpture. That's what I've been enjoying lately is like painting or sculpting something and then painting what I sculpted. It's a lot of fun. Let's see if I can paint in some of these. You play the Monster Hunter games? I have not played the Monster Hunter games. They look fun. There's just such a time investment, I feel like. Like anytime I know any Monster Hunter player, they're like, Happy birthday again, thank you. Anytime I know a Monster Hunter player, they're always like spending like hundreds and hundreds of hours on their games. And unfortunately, I just don't have the time for that. And so I've been too scared to ever start a Monster Hunter game. I spend most of my time painting nowadays. Painting or sculpting or 3D modeling or whatever I'm doing that day. Not a whole lot of time for gaming lately though. There's a reason I'm excited to play video games this afternoon because I've like scheduled out time for me to play video games. Definitely be time consuming, but cool ideas for monsters, even smaller creatures. Yeah. Oh, I've got plenty of ideas for more fan art. I've got more fan art ideas than I can contain in my brain. But what I really need to start doing is painting more original stuff. Trying to build some value with my original stuff. So I'll still paint fan art for conventions and whatnot, but especially for my online stuff, I really need to start focusing on original things. Can't paint fan art forever. Not unlicensed anyway, which I currently am. I think it might be about time to head to the restaurant. I hear Shannon coming down the stairs. Okay. Okay. What do you think? Is she beautiful? A great rest of your day. You guys too. Thank you so much for hanging out, watching me paint the little birthday dragon. Just having the time of his life on his birthday. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Anywho, thank you all so much. And you guys have a good rest of your day.